Oh, for sure. Okay. And you have to, like, before I would have to employ some different tactics, you know, like setting your phone across your room. It's like forcing your ass to get up and go get it. It's like, all right, if I'm standing up to go turn it off, like, get up at this point. But yeah, that's the other thing is with keto, I've legitimately been having better sleep.
Okay.
I've been staying asleep longer and waking up with less effort.
Okay.
So like when my alarm goes off, I'm able to just get up.
Okay. Before, was there almost like a delayed lethargy, like you're almost lethargic?
Oh, for sure.
Up? Okay.
And you have to, like, before I would have to employ some different tactics, you know, like setting your phone across your room. It's like forcing your ass to get up and go get it. It's like, all right, if I'm standing up to go turn it off, like, get up at this point.
Right.
But now, I mean, sometimes I do that still just based off principle.
Right.
It's like, all right, I said the night before, I plan on getting up at this time.
Right.
I'm making sure my future self is keep holding him accountable to get up at that time. But yeah, sleep, that's been a really big thing with as far as like these past 4 weeks.
Okay.
The last 4 weeks.
Because after the first week, you didn't really necessarily.
Yeah, I didn't experience anything that could resemble what they talk about in with regard to the keto flu, like feeling kind of shitty and like dehydrated and all that. I didn't feel any of that, which not everyone does.
But those who do feel that, it's probably a result of their body being depleted of certain things that it's used to, such as all those terrible carbs.
And
so because they're deficient of all those carbs, they're also deficient of a lot of the water that those carbs hold. So they feel a more severe. They feel the dehydration, the dehydration to a more severe degree, and they feel the quote unquote flu-like symptoms to a more severe degree because their body was operating off of such garbage fuel to begin with.
And with the initial weight loss, the majority of it is water weight, and with all that water, you're losing a lot of electrolytes.
Right.
And then most people don't really. They have this thing with sodium. It's like they don't want to eat salt. Like people are always getting like the low sodium versions of things. Mm-hmm. But in order to replenish those electrolytes and feel hydrated, you have to eat salt.
Okay.
So that was a big thing that I kept in mind as well.
But but to a certain degree. So you're saying especially if you're jumping on keto, that you need to make sure that you're increasing or at least maintaining a certain level of sodium in particular to counterbalance a lot of those keto flu-like symptoms?
I think so. Because the salt helps keep your body hydrated because of the electrolytes in it.
And what do they, every time like you get the quote unquote flu or when you get sick as a kid, what would the parent always prescribe? Usually like Pedialyte or a Gatorade, get those electrolytes in, make sure. So that makes sense.
Yeah. And the salt is just like the pure source of electrolyte as opposed to the Gatorade, which is full of sugar,
extra BS, literally, which is literally why we would get like Pedialyte instead.
Yeah. And
there's a reason why it doesn't taste as good as Gatorade.
Yeah.
There's a literal reason.
Yeah. And
why black coffee tastes different than a Coca Maca Frappe, whatever it's called.
Frappe, Macchiato.
Whatever you called it. Yeah, Macchiato.
But